Hello, you're watching CVR News English with me, Havila Kutpalli. Welcome to Primetime Bulletin. Well, before moving ahead, let's have a quick look at headlines first. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurates projects, lays foundation stones and distributes benefits in Gandhinagar. Uddhav Thackeray attends book launch event at Ravindranath Mandir. G. Kishan Reddy leads Tiranga Yatra under Citizens for National Security banner. Shashi Tharoor backs leading MP delegation, defers to party's leadership despite Congress opposition. A Southern OIC calls MP Minister Shah's calm over remarks on Colonel Qureshi, demands his arrest. Moving into the details, Union Minister and Telangana BJP President G. Kishan Reddy, accompanied by party leaders and workers, led a grand Tiranga Yatra under the banner of Citizens for National Security. The march aimed to express the solidarity with the Indian Armed Forces and highlight the importance of national unity and security in the wake of Operation Sindoor. The participants marched with the tricolour, raising slogans in the support of the country and the armed forces. Well, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Diosai stated that around 100 terrorists have been neutralized so far in Operation Sindoor, but emphasized that the mission remains ongoing. He said the operation will only be considered complete once all remaining terrorists are eliminated. The Chief Minister asserted that people from all the sections of society, retired army personnel, students, women and children stand firmly in the solidarity with the Indian soldiers and Prime Minister Narendra Modi during this critical national effort.
इस तरह से 22 अप्रैल को पहलगाम में जो हमारे टूरिस्ट वहाँ पर छुट्टियाँ मनाने गए थे, खुशियाँ मनाने गए थे, एक जोड़ी जिनकी शादी 6 दिन पहले हुई थी और उनको पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों ने उनका धर्म पूछ कर उनकी निर्मम हत्या की। इस घटना की जितनी निंदा की जाए कम है और जिस तरह से पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों ने हमारी बहनों का सिंदूर उजाड़ा था, तो हमारे देश ने भी, हमारे देश के जवानों ने भी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर किया और जो पाकिस्तान के अंदर में आतंकवादियों के जो केंद्र थे उनको चुन कर, उनको चिन्हित करके आधे घंटे के अंदर उनका सफाया कर दिया। तो हम अपने देश के सैनिकों के साहस को भी, उनके स्वर को भी नमन करते हैं और इस जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में जो दुर्दांत आतंकवादी थे 100 लोग का खात्मा हुआ है और अभी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर चल ही रहा है, ये समाप्त नहीं हुआ है और भी जो बचे हुए आतंकवादी हैं उनको भी हमारे देश के जवान खोज के समाप्त करेंगे, तभी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर समाप्त होगा। और इस परिस्थिति में हम सभी लोग, सभी वर्ग के लोग, आर्मी के रिटायर लोग, स्टूडेंट, महिलाएं, बच्चे सब एकजुट हैं और हमारे देश के जवानों के साथ में हैं, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ में हैं।
Well, Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray addressed the gathering at the book launch event at Narktala Swarga held at Rabindranath Mandir in Prabhadevi. During the event, Thackeray engaged with attendees and highlighted the significance of the book, which attracted the attention of several prominent literary figures and party members. The occasion marked an important cultural moment for the Shiv Sena leadership and its supporters.
मी माझं मनोगत किंवा जे काही बोलायचं आहे त्याला सुरुवात करण्याच्या आधी खास करून संजयच्या कुटुंबियांना धन्यवाद म्हणण्यापेक्षा त्यांचं ऋण कसं व्यक्त करायचं. संजयची आई वहिनी बसल्या तिकडे, दोन्ही मुली आहेत, जावई बापू आहेत, दोन्ही भाऊ, त्यातल्यात सुनील इकडे आहे. कारण घर जर का ढेपाळलं तर लढवया लढूच शकत नाही. आणि संजयच्या आईनी आणि साहजिकच आहे सर्व कुटुंबियांनी जे काही धाडस दाखवलं त्या धाडसाला तर सीमाच नाहीये. मी माझं मनोगत किंवा जे काही बोलायचं आहे त्याला सुरुवात करण्याच्या आधी खास करून संजयच्या कुटुंबियांना धन्यवाद म्हणण्यापेक्षा त्यांचं ऋण कसं व्यक्त करायचं. संजयची आई वहिनी बसल्या तिकडे, दोन्ही मुली आहेत, जावई बापू आहेत, दोन्ही भाऊ, त्यातल्यात सुनील इकडे आहे. कारण घर जर का ढेपाळलं तर लढवया लढूच शकत नाही. आणि संजयच्या आईनी आणि साहजिकच आहे सर्व कुटुंबियांनी जे काही धाडस दाखवलं त्या धाडसाला तर सीमाच नाहीये. मी माझं
BJP MP and Chairman of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on the One Nation, One Election, PP Chowdhury, stated that the ongoing meetings involve interacting sessions where experts clarify the doubts of committee members regarding the proposal. He further mentioned that the committee has decided to visit every state to collect the opinions of various stakeholders with the complete transparency. The next meeting of the committee is scheduled to be held on May 19th in Mumbai.
नहीं होता है। अभी इस तरह की ये मीटिंग जो होती है वो इंटरेक्शन होता है। जो मेंबर्स के कुछ डाउट्स होते हैं वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के लिए, उन डाउट्स को क्लियर करते हैं जो एक्सपर्ट होते हैं, चाहे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज से जो लोग हैं, रीजनल पार्टीज हों, चाहे जितने भी आए हमारे सामने, वो ग्राउंड लेवल से जुड़े हुए हैं। तो कुछ क्वेश्चंस है मेंबर्स के, तो उन क्वेश्चंस का आंसर होता है। तो स्टडी टूर का मतलब ये होता है हम जा करके हर स्टेट में, कमिटी ने ये निर्णय लिया है कि हर राज्य में जा करके किसी के साथ भेदभाव नहीं करके हर राज्य में जा करके सभी को जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनको सुनना है, उनके व्यूज लेने हैं और पारदर्शिता तरीके से ट्रांसपेरेंसी के रूप में सबके व्यू लेकर के फिर जो हमारे पास में व्यूज आएंगे वो कमिटी जो है सब हम सभी लोग बैठ के 41 मेंबर जो है वो सभी बैठ करके उसमें डेलिब्रेशन होगा, डिस्कशन होगा और जो हमारे पास में डेटा आएंगे, फैक्ट्स आएंगे, उसके बेस पे जो कमिटी जो वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन के रूप में देश में साइमल्टेनियस इलेक्शन कराने के लिए वो पार्लियामेंट को अपनी रिकमेंडेशन देगी। देखिए अगली बैठक जो मुंबई में है वो कल संडे हो गया, तो 19 को होगी और सुबह से शाम तक चलेगी। नहीं होता है।
Congress MP Shashi Tharoor stated that the party is fully entitled to its opinion regarding the nominations for delegations between being sent to abroad to explain India's stance on terrorism. He remarked that as it is a government delegation, the government had its own perspective on who would be appropriate for the task. Tharoor added that he was unaware of any further communication between the government and his party on the matter. He mentioned that he was invited to participate both in his capacity as a chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee relevant to the issue and because of his long-standing experience in international affairs, which he believed could serve the nation in such circumstances.
Congress has put out a list of 4 names, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, saying that these are the names that we suggested and your name was not there in that list. How do you see this?
As I've said, the party is completely entitled to its opinion. Clearly, this being a government delegation, the government had its own opinion as to who they felt appropriate. And I'm very, I must say, unaware of any further contacts between the government and my party. And I think you should ask those concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I was asked, both in my capacity as a chairman of a parliamentary standing committee dealing with these issues, but also because very kindly the minister talked about my personal experience over the years in international affairs and the need for that experience and such knowledge as I may, such talents as I may possess, to be put to the service of the nation at this time. And I found that an absolutely essential, what can I say, answer to give, that certainly when the nation needs my services, I am available, and I'm available for my country. To my mind, this has nothing to do with party politics. It's all to do with what our country has been through in recent times and the need for us to present a united front. As I recall, and I may be wrong because I was neither in India nor in Indian politics at that time, a similar set of delegations were sent by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to various regions of the world after the 2008 terror attacks. So this is not unprecedented, and it is certainly something which, to my mind, is a good reflection of national unity at a time when unity is important.
As you said, you see this as
Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma participated in the Griha Pravesh ceremony of houses built under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Graman. On the occasion, they also launched the Lakshmi Mistri program aimed at empowering women by training them in Mansuri and construction skills.
अनावरण करें। धन्यवाद महोदय। এতিয়া মঞ্চত আনুষ্ঠানিকভাৱে 3 গৰাকী মহিলাক সুৰক্ষা টোপোলা প্ৰদান কৰা হ'ব যিসকলে কৰে। প্ৰথমে মই কমলপুৰৰ শ্ৰীমতী তিলু দেৱীক আগবাঢ়ি আহিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছো। ধন্যবাদ। এবাৰ মই শুৱালকুছিৰ শ্ৰীমতী কবিতা ঋষিক আগবাঢ়ি আহিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছো। ধন্যবাদ। এবাৰ বেজেৰাৰ শ্ৰীমতী চন্দ্ৰমা নাথক আগবাঢ়ি আহিবলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছো। ধন্যবাদ মহোদয়।
AIMIM Chief Saudin Owaisi mentioned that the group he is currently associated would be headed by his good friend Baijayant Jai Panda. He also indicated that the group is likely to include Nishikant Dubey, Fanganan Konyak, Rekha Sharma, Satnam Singh Sandhu and Gulab Nabi Azad. Owaisi also stated that the countries they are expected to visit include the UK, France, Belgium, Germany, Italy and Denmark.
So as of now, what I know is that the group I belong to will be headed by my good friend Bhai Jayan Panda. Jay Panda would be heading this group. I think so. This group of MPs would comprise of Mr. Ashok Shingla as well, the ex-Foreign Secretary, and who else is there? Nishikant Dubey, Pangon Konyak MP, Rekha Sharma, Satnam Singh Sandhu, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad. And the countries, I think so, will be going to UK, France, Belgium, Germany, EU, Italy and Denmark. I think it is UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Italy, Denmark and EU, European Union.
Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Deosai, joined by BJP leaders and supporters, led the Tiranga Shaurya Samman Yatra to pay tribute to the Indian Armed Forces and their successful execution of Operation Sindoor. The yatra aimed to honour the bravery and sacrifices of soldiers who dismantled a major terror hub following the brutal Pahalgam killings. The tricolour-themed rally drew significant public participation and reflected nationwide solidarity with the armed forces. CM Sai reiterated his salute to the soldiers' courage and thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for decisive leadership in the fight against terrorism.
अरे भैया थोड़ा सा आप लोग पीछे हो जाएंगे ना भैया भैया थोड़ा तो पीछे हो जाए ना ठीक है ओ भैया फोन वाले साइड में थोड़ा भारत माता की भारत माता की भारत माता की चलिए बढ़ते चलिए
A Tiranga Yatra was organized with great enthusiasm to honour the bravery and sacrifice of the Indian Armed Forces following the successful execution of Operation Sindoor. Citizens and political leaders joined the rally, waving the national flag and raising slogans in the support of the armed forces. The yatra served as a tribute to the soldiers who dismantled key terror infrastructure in the aftermath of the brutal Pahalgam killings. The event reflected national pride and unity, celebrating the courage and dedication of those defending the country. TPCC President Mahesh Kumar Goud reportedly dismissed the speculations regarding a change in the Chief Minister of Telangana, stating that there would be no such change. He criticized the opposition, including BJP and BRS, for spreading what he called false propaganda. Mahesh Kumar Goud also slammed remarks made in Nizamabad and rejected them as baseless. Additionally, he responded to comments made by Minister Konda Sureka, describing them as distorted.
ఆ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గురించి మాట్లాడే అవసరం వాళ్ళకే ఉంది. ముఖ్యమంత్రి మారాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. వీళ్ళు చెప్తా పోతే ఇంత బహత్తరమైన కార్యక్రమాలు జరుగుతున్న ఈ సందర్భంలో ముఖ్యమంత్రి మార్పు ఏమవసరం ఉంటుంది? ఆయన బీజేపీ బీఆర్ఎస్ పార్టీకి కాంగ్రెస్ యొక్క విధి విధానం మీద మాట్లాడే అవసరం లేదు. అంటే మాకు ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు అవసరం లేదు. యువనాయకుడు ఉన్నాడు, మాకు చక్కటి పాలు నడుస్తూ ఉంది. మంత్రివర్గ సభ్యులు, సీనియర్లు, ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు మంచి కలయికతో ముందుకు పోతా ఉన్నారు. ఆ దృష్టంతా ప్రజల యొక్క అవసరాలు తీర్చడం, ప్రజలకి మనకి ఎన్నికల ముందు ఇచ్చినటువంటి మాట నిలబెట్టుకోవడం. మాకు లేని బాధ మీకెందుకు? మేము, మా ముఖ్యమంత్రి, మా మంత్రులంతా కూడా సఖ్యతతో మా ఎజెండా ఒకటే. ఎన్నికలకు ముందు మనం ఏమేమి వాగ్దానాలు ఇచ్చామో అవి పూరించడమే. ఆ దశగానే ప్రయత్నం జరుగుతూ ఉంది. మా దగ్గర ఏ సమస్య లేదు. వారెందుకు సమస్య ఉంచుకుంటూ తెలియదు. అది ఆమె నిన్న ప్రెస్ మీట్ పెట్టి వివరంగా చెప్పింది. ఆమె పోయిన బీఆర్ఎస్ టైంలో మంత్రులు తీసుకున్నటువంటి కమిషన్లు మాట్లాడితే ముందు వెనక తోకలు కట్ చేసి దాన్ని ఎడిటింగ్ చేసి దాన్ని కేర్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు కొండా సురేఖ గారు మాట్లాడింది వేరు, సోషల్ మీడియాలో వస్తుంది వేరు. మొండేమో తోక కట్ చేసేసరికి అదేమైపోయింది, మొత్తానికి డిఫరెంట్ అని తీసుకుంది. అందుకే ఇప్పుడు సోషల్ మీడియా వాళ్ళు ఎవరైతే దీన్ని పెట్టినారో వాళ్ళ మీద సైబర్ క్రైమ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఆమె కేసు చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో బీఆర్ఎస్ పని అయిపోయింది. చాలా సందర్భం చెప్పాను. ఉనికి కోసం అయితే తాపత్రయపడుతుంది తప్ప బీఆర్ఎస్ ఇంకా ప్రజలు ఆదరిస్తారని నేను అనుకోవట్లేదు.
Telangana police is being praised for showcasing its best talent in combating the drug menace following the Congress government's rise to power. Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has reportedly directed the police force to make the state drug-free. Hyderabad Police Commissioner C.V. Anand was honoured with the Excellence in Anti-Narcotics Award at the International Police Summit held in Dubai. On this occasion, CM Revanth Reddy personally met and congratulated him and leading Telangana to become number 1 at the summit, which was attended by representatives from 138 countries. The Chief Minister also acknowledged the police's crucial role in maintaining law and order across the state. Minister Ponguleti Srinivas Reddy remarked that while the Dharani system served the interest of the rich, the Bharti Act is aimed at benefiting the poor. Speaking at the Bharti Revenue Conference held in Rudrangi Mandal, Rajannar Sirsala district, he pointed out a significant differences between the two systems. He alleged that Dharani was created behind the closed doors for the selfish interest of the select few and that it was used by the previous government to grab the lands of the poor. Ponguleti assured that the Bharti Act would be implemented effectively and warned that any complaints of corruption involving officials would be thoroughly investigated and action would be taken.
అంటే అది తెలంగాణలోని భూభారతి 2025 చట్టాన్ని గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారి సూచనలతో అధికారులు, అనధికారులు, అనేక మంది మేధావులు తయారు చేసిన ప్రతి వ్యక్తికి ఒక చుట్టంలా ఉండే మన ఈ భూభారతి చట్టం మొదటి విడత పైలట్ గా రాష్ట్రంలో 4 జిల్లాలలో 4 మండలాలని ప్రజల వద్దకే, రెవెన్యూ గ్రామాలకే, రెవెన్యూ వ్యవస్థని, ఎంఆర్ఓ స్థాయి అధికారులని వారి టీంని పంపించి అప్లికేషన్ తో సహా ప్రభుత్వమే రెవెన్యూ గ్రామాలకు పంపించి వారి సమస్యలని ఆ అప్లికేషన్ మీద టిక్కు పెడితే అక్కడికక్కడ పరిష్కరించేవి కొన్ని ఉంటే, ఇందాక రైతన్నలు చెప్పినట్లు ఏ అధికారైనా తప్పు చేస్తే ఉద్దేశపూర్వకంగా రైతన్నలను ఇబ్బంది పెడితే అటువంటి అధికారుల మీద చర్య తీసుకునే అవకాశాన్ని కూడా ఈ చట్టంలో పొందుపరిచి ఈ చట్టం ద్వారా రెండో విడతగా రాష్ట్రంలో 28 మిగతా జిల్లాలలో 28 మండలాలలో మన బొగ్గారం మండలాన్ని కూడా గౌరవ లక్ష్మణ సూచనల మేరకు తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది.
While European leaders agreed to press ahead with the joint action against Russia over the failure to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer said after consultations with President Donald Trump, Starmer spoke from Albania's capital Tirana, where leaders of dozens of European countries were gathered for the European Political Community Summit.
So we just had a meeting with President Zelensky and then a phone call with President Trump to discuss the developments in the negotiations today. And the Russian position is clearly unacceptable, and not for the first time. And so as a result of that meeting with President Zelensky and the discussion with President Trump, we are now closely aligning and coordinating our responses and will continue to do so.
Wir sind uns einig darüber, dass die russische Seite eine gute Gelegenheit gehabt hätte, in dieser Woche erste Gespräche über ein Friedensabkommen mit einem vorangegangenen Waffenstillstandsabkommen zu führen. Wir sind sehr enttäuscht, dass dies nicht stattgefunden hat. Es lag der Ball ausschließlich bei Russland. Es waren alle Bedingungen erfüllt, um einen guten.
The first direct peace talks between Russia and Ukraine since early 2022 concluded in Istanbul after less than 2 hours, while both the sides agreed to significant prisoner swaps, 1,000 detained each. No progress was made on border issues. Ukraine proposed a 30-day unconditional ceasefire, but Russia demanded territorial concessions. Ukrainian officials accused Moscow of presenting unrealistic demands, and NATO leaders criticized Russia's low-level delegation. The Vatican has offered to host future negotiations.
That means that the pressure on the Russian Federation must continue. We should not really relax at this point. And there are many issues that can be resolved if only the leaders can meet. Because given the complexity of the issues and given the nature of the Russian Federation, where practically every single issue that is at stake can only be resolved by President Putin, we are looking forward for having the summit sooner than later.
В ближайшие дни произойдет масштабный обмен пленными 1000 на 1000 человек. Второе. Украинская сторона запросила прямые переговоры между руководителями государств. Мы приняли этот запрос к сведению. Мы договорились о том, что каждая сторона представит свое видение возможного будущего прекращения огня. Пропишет это в деталях.
Well, before wrapping up this bulletin, let's have a quick look on closing headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurates projects, lays foundation stones and distributes benefits in Gandhinagar. Uddhav Thackeray attends book launch event at Rabindranath Mandir. G. Kishan Reddy leads Tiranga Yatra under Citizens for National Security banner. Shashi Tharoor backs leading MP delegation, defers to party leadership despite Congress opposition. A Southern OIC calls MP Minister Shah scum over remarks on Colonel Qureshi, demands his arrest. Well, those were the latest updates. For more updates, keep watching CVR News English. This is Havila Kuttapalli signing off.